Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I had a good friend encourage me to do voiceovers on my videos, so I thought I'd experiment with that today. I've been dreaming of doing an oil painting for a kitchen for a while, and it's currently being renovated. And this painting is helping me to manifest the kitchen of our dreams. I knew I wanted to paint citrus, and I wanted it to feel timeless and vintage. I think creating art for your home is such a great way to practice and improve your skills. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I started this channel as a dedication to create and paint some more. My intention is to find like-minded people online and inspire others to pursue their artistic dreams. So I was searching on Pinterest for a painting, and I landed on this painting called Citrus, Still Life, Oranges from Stouffer Home. Although I wasn't able to find the name to give credit to the original painter. When I first started oil painting, I was so focused on imitating a painting meticulously, which I think is fine since I was still really trying to figure out how to mix colors again and how to work with the tools I have. If you go back to one of my first oil painting videos, I did a rendition of Sunflowers by Van Gogh, which took me over 40 days to finish. So for this one, I wanted to be a little less precise, to work on a small canvas so that it's less intimidating and to work quicker. My goal was to finish this in one sitting, but I liked the process so much that it took 3 days. This painting technique is called alla prima painting. Alla prima means at first attempt in Italian. It's a painting technique where the work is usually completed in one session while the paint is still wet. It's perfect for those with limited time as it encourages quick decision making and can result in vibrant, spontaneous works. Here are a few examples of alla prima paintings. Vincent van Gogh, various works. Many of Vincent van Gogh's paintings were done using the alla prima technique. His expressive impasto style lends itself well to this direct method of painting. Wheatfield with Crows and Starry Night are not only famous but also exemplify his spontaneous and rapid execution. Claude Monet, Impression Sunrise. This painting is not only famous for being the namesake of the Impressionist movement, but also for its loose and spontaneous brushwork, typical of alla prima. Monet often painted outdoors in plein air, and it captured the effects of light quickly. These artists employed the alla prima technique at various times to capture immediacy and the effects of light and atmosphere in their work. While not all their works were completed entirely in one session, the spirit of alla prima influenced their approach to painting. For this painting, I started by working on the proportions. Once I was happy with that, I blocked out the main elements of the composition and then returned on the subsequent days to add more detail and refine the colors. I enjoyed working on this smaller canvas since for me the hardest parts of painting is starting and finishing, so this makes it a little bit more manageable. Now that the main composition is done, I'm working on the highlights. Is it just me, or is this part really intimidating? I feel like if I mess up this part, it can mess up the whole painting. But then I realized that painting is really about problem solving, and there really is no way you can mess something up so badly. Oil painting is so forgiving. There are times when I'm painting when it actually feels like I'm sculpting this orange out of the canvas. I added the white paint, then I took a dry brush to buff that area out carefully. I'm finishing off this painting by doing an impasto technique to the background. Impasto strokes can be studied in Van Gogh style of painting, and it's characterized by bold, expressive brushstrokes, vivid colors, and a sense of emotional intensity. They often use thick impasto strokes to create a textured, almost three-dimensional effect, and his paintings often feature swirling, dynamic compositions that evoke a sense of movement and energy. I then decided to add more detail and add more of a creamsicle orange color, which I love. Now I'm going to read a passage from A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas that really moved me. I barely registered moving into the long gallery, one hand absent-mindedly wrapping around my throat as I looked up at the paintings. So many, so different, yet all arranged to flow together seamlessly. Such different views and snippets and angles of the world. Pastorals, portraits, still lifes, each a story and an experience, each a voice, shouting or whispering or singing about what that moment, that feeling had been like, each a cry into the void of time that they had been here, had existed. Some had been painted through eyes like mine, artists who saw in colors and shapes I understood. Some showcased colors I had not considered. These had a bend to the world that told me a different set of eyes had painted them. A portal into the mind of a creature so unlike me. And yet, I looked at its work and understood and felt and cared. I'm so happy with the way this one came out. I kept staring at it when I woke up, and it's crazy how a painting you create can bring the space so much joy and beauty. I hope this painting inspires you to do a rendition of one of your favorite paintings at home and to practice and improve alongside with me. It makes for such a meaningful addition to a space. I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you like the voiceover. Until next time!